It is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, and this is the Pro and Con Show with your host, Michael James Ott. Welcome to the show again. Missed a couple of days traveling down in Texas. So again, focus on, looking at the truth, the who, the what, the where, and the when. And all the other information that's coming at you is a bunch of opinion. So either ignore it, all the opinion, just look for the who, the what, the where, and the when, and then make your own opinion about the facts, or look at multiple sources of opinion and at least absorb the countering views, at least be willing to listen, okay? Now, today's show, rather than go through the 5 different websites that I often do, I call the show Heat Wave for 2 reasons. So I was in Texas and talking to people that were living locally in South Central Texas. And they just ended a heat wave that they've had down there for a while. Temperatures were in the upper 90s or low 100s, and this is October. So pretty rare for it to be that hot down there. And the general opinion is that getting hotter and hotter in the town I was in. I was down in Austin, Texas. So getting hotter and hotter over the course of the last handful of years is the general consensus of the people that I spoke to, which goes back to climate change. So one of the things you look at, if there's a symptom, is there a logical cause for that? And because there is, that bolsters the idea that the cause and effect are tied together. And, over a course of time, of course, it proves to be true. But at the moment, definitely significant temperature changes, according to the people down there in Austin. And the fact is that, on the whole, our planet has almost 8 times the number of people on it than it had just 200 years ago. Okay, 8 times. And again, just so you can picture this, the impact of 8 times the number of people on the environment, just in your own environment, in your home, in the business, in the building, in your office place, warehouse, wherever it is that you work, in the streets of the towns and cities in which you live. Just imagine if tomorrow morning you stepped outside or stepped into whatever that environment is, into your home or whatever, and there were 8 times the number of people living there. 8 times. So if you were living in a household with 4 people, 8 times, 32 people. Not 4, 32. Think the environment in your home would be different? You go to your warehouse, maybe you're working as a pick and ship person in a warehouse or something like that. And you know how many people are in the parking lot at the moment, and maybe there's a couple hundred employees in the facility if it's a fairly large logistics facility. Okay, times 8. Times 8. So 8 times more people in the break room, 8 times more people in the cafeteria, 8 times more people in the working areas, in the warehouse, just trying to navigate around them. Would the environment be different? Yes, it would be significantly different. And, that's why these continuing trends in climate are believable, at least to me. They have to be. It's very likely anyway. There's a logical conclusion, because when there's 8 times the number of people from 200 years ago, and we're seeing over the course of that 200 years that the weather patterns have been changing, well, then that's probably caused by 8 times the number of people. Now, the other thing I want to cover in the heat wave here is that things are heating up for Mr. Trump in the White House. So this impeachment initiative that the Democrats are progressing on, Mr. Trump and his aides continue to stonewall as far as refusing to testify or provide documents to Congress as they continue to request them and then subpoena them. And on Fox News, which is generally a supportive information stream for Mr. Trump and other so-called conservative causes, we have this headline here. It says, a new high. How many voters say they want President Trump impeached? And so here is, I'll just go ahead and, from this article here, so Fox News, I'm sure Mr. Trump will be tweeting about this as he tweets on everything that he doesn't like. It shows that the number of people has increased significantly, and the number that he think that he should be impeached and removed. So 9 percentage points since July, August, September, October. So just a few months, and now 51% instead of 42% just a few months ago think that he should be impeached and removed from office. Now, why is that number increasing? Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I know in my particular case, it's always been clear to me that he's a con man, and I've never wanted a con man in office. I just thought, especially someone that was just so blatantly prolific in running the cons, if you will. But it's also clear that his mental state has been deteriorating. And you can look, and this was a concern even before he entered office and was elected, because you could look at his speaking skills and vocabulary from 10, 15, 20 years ago to today, and there was a serious degradation. And now, it really seems like he's kind of off the rails even more, and as happens unfortunately with folks that are entering that stage of mental disorder, dementia. And so that's where we're going. And sorry, can't have a president of the United States who suffers from dementia. Just can't do it. At least I don't think people who care about the country and are concerned at all about how we are governed could possibly want a person who's suffering from dementia in our highest office. All right, so for Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, the heat wave, climate change, and impeachment heating up for Mr. Trump. For the Pro and Con Show, this is Michael James Ott. Should be with you again tomorrow. Might be off for a few days again after that, but keep trying every day. And until the next show, bye for now.